This is a continuation video of the 850 fuel pump issue. This is my 91 850, 28,000 miles, absolute showroom condition. Been in my collection for over 20 years. And this is one of the problems that I've got. When I diagnosed different codes, EML failures, or EML codes with bank failures, banks cutting out of the engine, limp home. Every code that you get, you would trace to an oxygen sensor, a DME issue, or something like that, of which none of them were the real issues. The real issue comes from this system here, which is in the fuel tank. It's the fuel sender unit with two fuel pumps, and of course the double fuel pump is for each bank of the 850, double cylinder motor. What this car had to cause this issue was back in the late 90s when Dallas, Fort Worth, and a lot of the other major metropolitan areas put in ethanol fuel. I put ethanol fuel in this car unknowing what it would do to the car. I have since not used ethanol fuel and the car's all been cleaned out, but this is remnants of that damage. And what that did is it tore up the wiring, the shielding on the wiring. You can see the wire is just disintegrated to nothing. It just falls apart right in your hand. It's all in the gas tank, all over the place here, just from me working on it. And the main thing is all of these wires grouped together in a little tie wrap that BMW had right here. And of course, what happens when you have bare wire and no shielding on them? They are shorting out and causing erratic pump activations, weak pump issues, and all sorts of other things. You know, people say, oh, why didn't it catch on fire? Well, that's another, science and technology in a sealed tank that engineers figured out years ago that really won't happen. But nevertheless, that's what was going on with this car, and probably translates to a lot of other cars out there. Then, on top of the wiring issue, let's just pretend none of these had any issue at all and they're in perfect shape. These pieces here shrink and get loose. And because they are loose, they seep fuel from the top of the pump through here, and where it connected here, seep fuel. So you're reducing your fuel pressure, causing lean issues with your engine, all sorts of other things that go on. And you can literally go mad trying to diagnose one of these cars until you figure out this is your real culprit. This particular one, I was going to rewire and try and save it, but in the process, that broke off, so I have now ordered the $1,000 replacement, of which is the best deal I could find on it. And I get pretty good deals on parts since I'm a shop. That's all I could do. Usually they go for about $1,500 retail. $1,000 if you get lucky is kind of the number for a factory replacement, which of course comes with the dual fuel pumps and of course the level sender and all that in one. Hopefully problem solved. But if yours is in good shape and the wires are just bad, this is the kind of wire you use in a gas tank. If you notice right there, it says it's resistant. I don't think anything's proof, it's resistant. And that's 14 gauge. You can probably go really with even a 16 or 18 gauge, it would be fine. I just happen to have this here. And I was in the process of making new wires for it and it broke. But nevertheless, that's it. So I'll make another video of the new one when I put it in and show you how that's done through the back seat, which is not hard at all on these cars. But just the ghost of issues that this car had from the weak fuel pressure and the deactivating fuel pumps was enough to make you just throw your hands up in the air. But that's hopefully the end of it.